Hello, my friends. Good evening. How are you doing? Joseph, can you hear me, mate?
Can hear you. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Even better that I am joined by you, and we are finally diving deep, as the kids say, into your sophomore album, as all the music professionals say, for your second
Yeah.
album.
Last word for a second, yeah.
Yeah. This is the Path of Destruction deep dive. So thank you to everyone that's already here. Joe, why don't we start like we always do? So this is an absolute big boy of an album with 14 tracks. Was it always... I just think it's a good question to start off each deep dive. Was it always this track listing, or did it come together very like naturally as you wrote more songs and you all put it together?
Yeah, so originally, obviously you've got the album artwork on the screen there, so you can see there's the symbols around the outside, the 10 symbols.
Yeah.
Originally, some of those symbols are different. Each one of the symbols actually represents one of the songs on the album. So at one point it was going to be a 10 track. Obviously we started writing a lot of this during lockdown, so 2020. We still had Jimmy on vocals in the band, so it was a very different band then. Yeah, so we had a track list then. I think around November 2020 we were booked in to go and record this album, and that was around the time that Jimmy actually left, so that kind of put a stop to those plans anyway. And then we went on the search for a new vocalist. In that time we kept writing. Luke Thompson, our guitar player, he spent pretty much all of lockdown just writing. So I think over that period, I think he must have written 60, 70, maybe 80 ideas or full songs. And obviously we had to whittle all of that down into an album. So I think the track list changed about 3 times in total before we actually... Obviously we got Luke in the band. He wrote new lyrics for a lot of it. There were songs that we decided we liked more than others. And then we went in the studio, we recorded these 14 plus the cover that we put out recently.
Yeah.
We put obviously a couple of singles out. Bit of Rain was the first one to drop, and then we were like, do we keep it as a 10 track? Do we maybe make it a 12 track? Because there's obviously our album logo in the middle, and the demon himself is kind of one of the symbols, so that makes it 12 symbols on the cover. And in the end we were like, you know what, fuck it, we like all these songs, we could between us we couldn't pick which 10 or 12 were our favourites, so we thought, we've been sitting on them that long now, we might as well just put the lot of them out. So
I think that was a great idea. Hello to Mr. Rob Steele that's in the chat, the riff master, and as he's put it, he drew the artwork because he's so talented. I'd also like to add, before we get into it, when on release day, when I shared just about the album, the artwork, obviously the artwork is amazing, but that is the thing that got the most comments, and I was just like, listen to the fucking album, the artwork's good, but listen to the music. But anyway,
yeah, the artwork is cool there.
Yes, he's a very, very talented man, as you all are. Let's go on to track 1 then. Masochist, who was already drumming up nearly 150k streams, so it's doing amazing. How did this one come about?
Lyrically or just generally?
The full shebang, mate. Let's go for it.
Well, writing process. Generally the writing process is Luke would have written the majority of the song, whether it be just the guitar part or full demo with drums, and sent it in. That's pretty much the process for most of the stuff on the album anyway, especially over lockdown. It was all done remotely. So lyrically, we like to say it's about Luke Hill's sexual preferences, even though it's not. Luke couldn't actually be on the chat. I don't know if he's actually joined the chat. He was supposed to be at work, but he is actually at home. But he wrote me up a little list of what each song was about, what it means to him. So this one's kind of like taking into account like how he feels sometimes when he's trying to sort his life out, and he's kind of stuck in his own head, knowing what he needs to do to improve, but kind of sometimes feeling like maybe he actually enjoys the side of it where he's making a mess of his life and kind of addicted to that in a way. So that's kind of what this one's about.
Yeah,
Most people, when they think masochist, they go to the sexual side of things, but it's not that. Even though you might think that from the video, because we did strip him half naked and tie him up. But
yeah, I also anybody that this is such a me thing to say, but anybody that likes the Dark Souls games, they're also known as masochists as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that completely useless little bit of information onto there. But yeah. Amazing. So let's go straight into it. We're going to play Masochist like we do for every deep dive. Get any questions you got in for Joe or any of the boys, the Overthrown boys that will be in the chat. This is track 1, Masochist, and if you like choruses and breakdowns, this is the track for you. Let's go. Luke channeling his inner Ryan Kirby at the end of that track. That was so good. Such an album opener.
Yeah, I think we went kind of around in circles about the track listing. Obviously, we decided to put all 14 of the tracks on the album eventually, but I remember why we decided to put that one at the beginning. Probably just because you've got that nice little twinkly intro and then the big hit to begin with. Why not start an album with a fuck?
Yes, mate. I absolutely agree. We've already got a question in from Cuzzy, who always spits absolute amazing facts, but I think you've kind of already answered it. As we know, this is a big boy of an album with 14 tracks. He did ask, is there any stuff that was left on the cutting room floor? Saying that, though, you did say that Luke wrote was about 70 tracks, so there might be.
Yeah, we've got, like... I mean, maybe at some point we'll go back and revisit some of it. There were some of them that were just riffs that were bangers, but we couldn't quite develop into a full song. Like, you know, when you're writing, you're just not quite sure where to go with it next, or, you know, you've got an idea but not quite sure where to fit it in. So there's a lot of material sitting on a hard drive somewhere, if it's still there. The laptop that Luke was writing all of this on, I think that laptop's died, so it may all be lost forever apart from anything he's like emailed to us. But there's definitely a lot of material, a couple of full songs that would have made it to the album, and we just decided to leave them out and not record them. So maybe one day they'll see the light of day.
That's cool. Amazing. One thing I'd like to personally ask you is, one thing I've always loved about your band is how much you obviously commit to such powerful and big choruses. How do you go about, writing up or thinking your melodies?
Sometimes it's like taking influence from stuff I've been listening to at the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just, listen to the chords that Luke's put together or Rob's put together. A lot of them just come out of nothing. Some of them will start as lyrics without a melody. I know for sure some of the tracks on this album, there's demos where I've changed the vocal melody for some of the choruses 3 or 4 times before settling on a favourite, and then usually going back to the first one anyway. Sometimes it'll start the other way around. It'll just be a melody with no words until, Luke Hill's written the rest of the song, or somebody else has written more lyrics to fit them in with. So it's never really the same every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially in metalcore, you'll write something and you'll think it's going to be, groundbreaking, and then you realise it's already been done. It's already Wage War, Fit for a King, Polaris, or someone else has already done that melody. Or same with riffs. It's, you've got only a handful of frets on the guitar that you can
That's true.
write in drop tunings. So. A lot of stuff we'll come up with ideas and then be like, shit, that's been done, we can't use that. yeah. I mean, it's a very, very oversaturated genre, unfortunately, but there's diamonds everywhere in the genre. If you look or listen hard enough. Can you listen hard? I don't know, but we're about to. Joe, talk to me about Endless Decay. Endless Decay is a song, I think Luke Thompson wrote the majority of this, and then Luke Hill, I think, chimed in on some of it as well. But it's basically a song from their kind of toying with drugs, smoking a lot of weed and stuff growing up, or in recent years, and trying to get over that addiction, trying to live life without it, substance abuse and stuff like that. There's lyrics in there like, I succumb to my biggest weakness, and it's embedded in my skin, stuff like that. So it's one of those things where it kind of just takes over everything. The chorus is one that Luke Thompson wrote. Originally I didn't like it. I think I don't know why. I guess because I didn't connect with it so much.
Yeah, sure.
But I grew to love it in the end. It's one of my favourites now.
Amazing. Rob has also just said this is his favourite song to play live, so that is sick.
It's a fun one to play.
Let's go. This is track 2, Endless Decay. Keep the questions going.
Watch me slip, I'm losing my grip.
Another absolute banger. That is what. Just the opening two tracks is why I'm so happy you guys just went completely like balls to the wall and did 14 tracks of what you were happy with. It's amazing. Luke Hill, welcome in, sir. Good to have you here.
Hello, Luke.
Luke is here now. Rob is here. Joe is obviously here.
Just running on 2 hours of sleep, I think.
Big up, Luke. Big up, Luke.
That's it.
Now, we're about to go on to, if you've seen any kind of promotion for this stream, this next song I love so much. I think it could be up there as my now favourite Overthrone song. Now, that's just a personal opinion, but Joe, Watch the World Burn.
Watch the World Burn. This is one of those songs actually where I was saying about how you write something and then realise it's pretty much already been done. We had the chorus for this song written before lockdown. So this was, I think that was the first part of it that was finished, and then over lockdown we carried on writing this one. And I think it was Luke Thompson stumbled on a song led by Lanterns.
Oh yeah.
Basically had the same chorus that we had before. So I think originally obviously the lyrics now is you just want to see us torn apart. Originally it was you just want to see the world burn, or just want to watch the world burn, or something like that. And this Led by Lantern song basically has the same lyrics in a very similar melody.
Metalcore cliches, mate. They're everywhere. Yeah. Like you said, you can't escape them.
No, so we switched it up a little bit, and it kind of worked out in the end. So some people like know Izzy still sings the original chorus at me occasionally. That'll probably be stuck in their head forever. But yeah, generally speaking, this is a song about, war, the state of the world at the moment, the people that are on top causing all the shit for the rest of us. It's pretty much just a big middle finger up to that lot.
Yeah, I fully back it, mate. I think that's everything as you've just described in the world at the moment is as bad, or getting as bad as it's ever been. It's a horrible world out there. So I think that's maybe the breakdown, the melody, the hooks, and the chorus, along with like the lyrical content, which I think I've just gravitated to this song so much. But it is just absolutely amazing. Enjoy, everyone. This is. Sorry, Joe. Have you got anything else to say, mate?
I was just saying, Rob's just pointed out that he was allowed to write 2 riffs on this album, and this is one of them.
Rob.
Yeah.
There you go, mate.
He acts bitter, but he went out and bought himself all the kit during lockdown to do some writing and recording from home, and then he was like, I don't know how to set it up.
Amazing. This is my personal favourite. This is Watch the World Burn. Enjoy. Keep the questions coming and let me know, and the guys, what you think if you've not heard it yet.
So watch and fucking burn. Violence. Yeah, the world wants violence. You just wanna see us torn apart, spreading your lies like it's nothing. You just wanna hurt. Whoa. Do you really think we've forgotten your full stories? Hang over my head where we can't coexist.
There we go. That was Watch the World Burn. I just love it so much. Ridiculous track. Overthrown at the best, in my opinion. Cuzzy, just album art is tattoo worthy. It's phenomenal. I would hate to be you if you got that tattoo and didn't get it done by anyone else but Rob. Just saying. I think
Rob said if anyone gets the album art tattooed, he'll do it for free.
Rob, give us a call, mate, whenever. Legit.
Didn't say that, but I'm saying that.
Well, it doesn't have to be for free. Rob, just hit me up, mate. Let's do it. Still a lot of questions. I know Evie's asked as well. I know you said at the start of the stream, Joe, but for anybody that's only just come in, obviously the artwork is so loved by anybody that sees it, and Evie just wanted to know like the meaning of the artwork. If you could.
Yeah, so Rob might be able to remember some of these better, but obviously each of the symbols, as I was saying at the beginning, relates to one of the songs. There are now 2 more songs than there are symbols because we decided to just stick them all on there anyway. Like they either relate to the whole concept originally when we started writing this was kind of like basing it on the 7 deadly sins. So it kind of happened by chance. Some of the lyrics related to that in a way. And then Rob was talking about, I can't remember if it was Japanese or Chinese culture, but there's a similar thing, but it's like 10 evils or something like that. I can't quite remember the story behind it. So we kind of thought, well, maybe we make it a little bit of a concept and write the songs to relate to those, 10 things. And then over time, because again, the track list changed so much between starting it 2 years ago and then actually recording it and releasing it. That didn't quite fit with those themes, those 10 things, but some they all relate to something. If anyone wants to know what they are, send us a message or something on Facebook or Instagram, and we do have a list with what they actually all mean. If anyone's actually wants to delve in and find out.
That's it. Rob obviously said a cool little quick thing there. It's a sort of depiction from the Chinese 10 depths of hell.
That was it.
That is very cool, which hence why at the start there was 10 tracks. And as Lucas said, long story short, I came and fucked it all up. Each symbol represents a sin. Amazing. It's so cool. It is just, honestly, Titan tier artwork. Amazing. But enough of the artwork, because as amazing it is, everybody that's never heard the band before go, oh, the artwork's amazing. Listen, I've said it before, listen to the fucking band. Right, that's I'll shut up now.
We don't mind if people judge a book by a cover.
I mean, it's very good. It's very good metalcore artwork. So if you come for metalcore artwork, you're going to get great metalcore. So I suppose so. That is good. Let's
Looking at releasing it for like download or something if people want, for backgrounds for PCs, phones, and stuff.
Yes, please do. It is so good. Let's move on to another one of the singles. This was this was the first single? Was Prisoner the first single? I can't even remember now. I remember you.
Prisoner was the second. Bitter Rain was the first,
Yes,
and then Prisoner was the second. Yeah, and fun fact about this one, we filmed the video for this one in my kitchen.
That's amazing.
So I had myself and Luke in the kitchen, shirtless, up against the wall that I'd hung black bin bags on. And I got a dinner tray, stuck some LED lights to the dinner tray, had that flashing, moving it around, and then some cling film for the effects in front of the camera. I had no idea what I was doing, but we made a video out of it in the end.
It was a really cool video. It came out really well.
Let's do it.
What like lyrical content? How was this song put together? What can you tell us about Prisoner?
It's similar in a way to Masochist, but more kind of on the sort of mental health side. I think, you know, a lot of the lyrics do touch on kind of depression, mental health, and things like that. And it was the same in our first album. Whether that was intentional or not, I'm not sure, but obviously it's something that affects everybody in some way, whether it's direct or indirect. But you know, you always have those moments where you're sort of trapped in your own head with your own thoughts and things like that. Yeah, so it's very much about that, you know, being caged in that prison, trying to break down the walls and escape.
Evie, I'll get to you in a minute. I don't know why you've just done that, but that is extremely ridiculously kind. Thank you very much. Go buy 5 copies of The Path of Destruction as well. Evie, honestly, I'll get to you in a minute. That is far too kind. Thank you so much. I don't have the words. Thank you. Let's go and play track 4, Prisoner. Keep the questions rolling in. Let's just. I do like to go up and catch up with the banter between Luke and Rob. That's always very funny. I've had enough compliments on the outtake. I prefer music compliments. Dude, same. I want you to get music compliments.
Yeah, but Rob didn't write any of it. No, I'm joking.
Joe just had to make Luke naked again. Luke also mentioned getting me obsessed over my naked body. Amazing. Prisoner is basically 15 songs we wrote and mashed the best parts into one song. I love that.
That is true. That is true.
That's
I think even I wrote one of the guitarists for Prisoner.
Sick.
It might have been Prisoner.
Sick.
And then Luke was like, nice, but it needs to be 10 times faster, so he sped it up.
Classic Luke. That's the progressive metalcore fan in him.
Yep.
Let's go. This is track 4, Prisoner. This goes out to Evie for being just too kind. Keep the questions coming.
My biggest fear, staring back at me. Lost count of how many times I've questioned reality. Is it all in my head? Am I onto something or wasting my breath? soul, but her presence overshadows me, and I can't feel at all. Lost inside the dark, with no light inside my soul. Did you listen to me when I said I can't feel it?
Soft section during that song, I started choking on my drink.
Yeah, I just thought, what was that message? And I just saw choked on Monster. I'm glad that I'm glad that you ended with a ha ha, not just choked on sorry, I'm bringing the tone down. Sorry everyone. What an apt. Can we also talk about the drums in that track? He's almost harnessing the artwork. He should have about 55 bloody arms with the shit he's pulling off in that song. So good.
He's a bit of a machine, Josh. Is a little bit of a beast.
He is a bit of a beast. Big up Josh. Let's have some more. Let's have some more Josh love. So I'll turn the fan off just between songs. I'm a warm boy, as I think all of you will be. Let's move on to track 5, Curse. What can you tell us about this one?
So this is one that Luke Thompson wrote. I think he wrote pretty much all of this for lockdown, or maybe around the start of lockdown. But it's just one of those songs about, you know, when you're going through a period of time where just everything seems to be going wrong all at once.
Yeah.
Shit after shit. And I think the rest of us were as well. So we all kind of connected to it for different reasons. And literally, the lyric, "It feels like we're cursed," was just, you know, so apt for everything that was going on. Like, everything they tried to do to improve the situation, made things worse, and, you know, deaths in the family, illnesses with friends and family and stuff like that. So, not nice things to write about, but,
yeah,
you know, you're right about what you're feeling at the time. So,
of course,
yeah, that's the story behind this one.
Let's go. This is track 5, Cursed. Just before we go, Rob says Josh is the most talented in the band and never practiced drums. How irritating. That's just that's just ridiculous talent, isn't it? Let's go. This is track 5, Cursed. That right there was the amazing Curse, where I think it shows Joe Morton at his absolute best. Like I said,
Oh, thanks, man.
mwah, perfect. First time I heard this back from production, I got an erection in Tesco's. Understandable, Rob. Yeah, I think we all did. That little touch of raspiness is giving me chills. I enjoyed every song I heard so far. Legend. Thank you, man, for being here and checking out Overthrown. You will not regret it. Here's your new favourite band. Dropped my meal deal everywhere. Oh, Rob, absolute meme machine. Love it. Let's and also don't worry about your connection, man. It is fine. It doesn't drop out too badly. If you do, we will be waiting here for it to re-establish. Do not worry. Let's
like put my head along to the songs and they're kind of skipping, so I'm like, oh.
It just looks like you've got immense dancing skills.
I'm just listening to Gent instead. Like,
yeah,
everything's in 4/4, but I'm listening in 7/8.
You're listening to Born of Osiris in the corner. Yeah. Let's move on to track 6, Suffer. What can you tell us about this one?
Suffer is basically just a big fuck you song, isn't it? It's there's nothing nice about it. It's that's it. That's all I can say. It's fuck you. I hope you die. It's one of those songs.
There we go. No more needed to say. I don't think. I think Joe's covered it.
I think somebody upset Luke when he wrote this one.
Yeah, whoever upset Luke, fuck off. This is Suffer. Oh dear, that is so angry. I love it. Fun fact, nobody suffered listening to that. We all enjoyed it. Rob Steele, I'm suffering from all this praise. You know what? If you're coming into this stream, you're going to listen to it and you're going to enjoy it. Because you deserve it. So low, yes, that is Luke, absolute machine in that track. Those lows shows how well-rounded he is as an aggressive vocalist. So ridiculously good. Joseph, we've made it to track 8, which is of course Bitter Rain, and this is, I don't know, is it a crazy thing to say this is probably one of the most successful track you put out, or one of them streaming wise?
What about track 7?
We are on track 7. I don't know why I'm looking at Bitter Rain. I am a professional, and for some reason I won an award from Evie's community, so that's shit. Sorry, we'll get to that.
We'll gloss over that.
No, we won't. That was shit. Sorry. I'm just getting too excited. It's that good.
If I wasn't staring at the list myself, I probably wouldn't have a clue.
To be honest, I was more gazing into your eyes on Discord than looking at the track, so that's my error. Sorry, everyone. Track 7, Serpent. Sorry, let's go. Are we just playing it? Have we talked about Serpent yet?
No, we haven't talked about
There
it.
we go. 1-1. Joe's just as inept as me. We're all right. No,
There we go.
no,
There we go. I'm blaming my internet connection. You
Yeah.
sound like a robot most of the time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Me too. Same connection.
Serpent is one of those songs about those kind of people in your life that you just want to get rid of, like the snakes, the toxic people, fake people, basically. You want to cut them out. And it's similar to Suffer. It's another Fuck You song. We thought we'd finish it. We'd round off a Fuck You song with a slightly longer, slightly less aggressive, but also Fuck You song.
Amazing. Let's go. This is track 7. Apologies. This is Fuck You Part 2. This is Serpent. Enjoy.
I should have left when I had the chance. You stabbed the knife into my back and then you looked the other way. Oh well, so I have to blame. I set myself because it was me that gave you the opportunity. You're surface, suffering. Only what you want them to say. You find your weakness as you hold the strength. Draining the life out of everything. Picking at the pieces from what is left of me. I hate to say I never thought it would end this way. But here we are, locked in place. And I know the memories are through the key. Oh. Your surface, suffering. Only what you want them to say. I feel like something colossal locked away. Becoming weaker and weaker every day. I grow tired as you listen to me. Making you feeding off of my misery. Of my misery. You find your weakness as you hold the strength. Draining the life out of everything. Picking at the pieces from what is left of me. I hate to say I never thought it would end this way. But here we are, locked in place. And I know the memories are through the key. There's nothing left of me. Why did I just stay with you? I You find your weakness as you hold the strength. Draining the life out of everything. Picking at the pieces from what is left of me. I hate to say I never thought it would end this way. Your surface, suffering. Only what you want them to say.
Fuck You Part 2. What a track. That was Serpent. Yeah, I echo the amazing comment from Rob there, which obviously everyone was talking about how angry, how aggressive that track is, but this is actually happy because you're removing snakes from your life. So yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
When we got the demo back, well, not the demo, when we got the recording back for that one, I always say that this is proof that Luke Hill can sing, like clean sing, although we haven't convinced him to try it yet. He reckons he can't, but a little sort of mid-section where he does the "There's nothing left of me," that section there, got that back, and I was like, I didn't sing on that bit, but it sounds like there's a singing layer, but it's actually all like undertones in Luke's scream, which I think is incredible. Like, he's got this way of screaming where you get this like clean, like a low underneath it,
yeah,
to the point where I actually thought it was me when I got the recording back, and I was like, I definitely didn't record that.
Just shows how many the immense control he has, and how he can have multiple like layers in the screen, which is so ridiculously hard. So
we're gonna get him singing on a song for sure.
Oh, can we have some Luke and Joe harmonising, please? I would love that.
Hopefully.
That would sound great. Luke, please do it. So we've definitely not talked about this track yet, but the track 8, Bit of Rain. Let's talk about it now. This one has done unreal. Obviously, I did mention when I was being a bit useless earlier. Do you think this is? Well, I don't think you need to think this is easily one of your most successful tracks streaming-wise, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And it's kind of nice because obviously it was the first track that we put out with Luke. So a different sound, different vocalists, slightly different style. Obviously you can kind of still tell that it's us, but we went to a completely different studio, so the production is really different. Everything about it is different. The lyrical content is quite different to stuff that we put out in the past. So it was nice to see how well it was received. I think we owe a lot of that to yourself and other people that have pushed it on streams. So yeah, we have a lot of people to thank for sort of helping get that song out there and helping us with the sort of rebirth after getting Luke in the band.
Yeah,
we could have.
Sorry, man, go on.
That's cool. I was saying, we could have, after losing Jimmy as a vocalist, that could have been the end for us.
Yeah.
So. It was nice to see that people received us getting a new vocalist positive light.
Yeah, no, 100%. I also remember that I remember seeing you guys obviously sharing anything. This track did great with also the bigger streamers and, almost like celebrities in this. I remember Nick Knock watched it and lost his mind to the breakdown, didn't he? Which is obviously, Nick is arguably the biggest voice in our scene now, so... Yeah, that was huge.
He's done a couple of. He's played a few of ours on his streams and stuff. I think Wyatt did a review of this one as well.
Amazing, that's so cool. Yeah, so we're just shy nearly of 250,000, which is just poggers. Absolutely amazing. Lyrically, or what does Bit of Rain touch on?
It's pretty much a song about war. This is when I spoke to Luke about it, he said that a lot of the lyrics come from stuff that he wrote when he was 16, 17, but never used in bands. And then, unfortunately are more prevalent now than they were when he wrote them, which is kind of scary to think about, the world that we're living in now. But so it all sort of stems from that, and it's kind of... written, the way I perceive it is sort of like from singing in the sort of past tense, so kind of as if something bad's already happened and the world's already gone to shit, and it's kind of looking back on mistakes that were made, so it's kind of hopefully not, but predicting the future a little bit.
Yeah, let's go. This is the absolutely incredible Bit of Rain. Keep the chat moving, let the guys know what you think, and if you have any questions.
Already turned on this catastrophic existence of the human race, but to an end by a self-destructive waste. No room for error as we enter a final taste. We will burn if we do not run this before there's nothing left.
May, honestly. Fortunate, obviously, which I think's definitely benefited for me for the deep dive. Not heard that track in a while, but I genuinely, even though it was the first single with Luke, I genuinely think that is like no doubt about it. That is so identifiably Overthrown, has all your characteristics, but with that new fresh take and Luke style on it, it's just unreal.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. That really means a lot.
Well, your music means a lot to me, and also got a couple of homies in the chat now that I think you two guys are absolutely losing the mind, which is just so fucking worth it. Honestly, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, man.
Now this track, I remember in just with like the Overthrown fan base has been getting. Let me just check before I start talking that I'm on. Yes, track 9. Well done, me. A Better Man. This has been getting a lot of love. What can you tell us about this one?
So this is the only song on the album that actually I wrote the entirety of. So this is basically, I lost my dad when I was 19. And it is basically all about that, some of the stuff that I went through at the time. Obviously I was quite young, he was quite young as well. Yeah, so it's kind of just about like my experience with that and the things that I had to do. I mean, like, I don't want to get too deep into it, but obviously one of the lyrics is I had to grow up so fast, and that's basically like, I was a 19-year-old kid trying to help plan my own dad's funeral, and it was just a shitty time. And yeah, like I struggled. I always like had ideas of putting this into music, and I wrote a couple of songs about it, and never really felt like they said what I wanted to say until I think one day I just randomly sat down with this. Luke had sent a full demo track through. It was a bit of a slower one, a bit of a softer one, and yeah, it just kind of all flowed in about maybe 30 minutes or so. Put the whole song together. Changed the vocal melody on this one a million times. I guess I adopted this one as my own sort of little baby, little project. So it's probably like the most meaningful to me on the album. And it's been really nice to see that people have connected with it as well. Seen a lot of like nice comments about this one, and just kind of glad that people are getting help from this, from the experiences that I had, and connecting with the lyrics there and things.
Yeah, as all the guys have said in the chat, we really do love you, Joe, and obviously condolences. It's can only imagine, my friend, can only imagine. But I think these kinds of things, which I suppose is a positive for being a band, you get to have kind of like a cathartic experience and put almost like your pain on paper and try and create something. So you really did. Yeah. I just from my opinion, obviously did. I'm very proud. It is such an incredible track. So can we keep the love coming for Joe? Rob Steele says I'm your dad now.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
big up Rob as well. Just big up Overthrown. Fun fact, here's a little announcement, the headline and download next year. I'm just gonna make it happen. No.
Oh, you weren't supposed to tell everyone.
Well, sorry, mate. I just couldn't hold it back. Keep the love coming.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Well, let's settle on you just at least playing one of the tents. We'll settle on that.
Be quite happy with that.
I would be very happy as well. Keep the love for Joe coming. This is A Better Man.
Someone take away my pain.
Wow, honestly, man, just goosebumps throughout. Honestly, it's just Rob, the sort of our Bohemian Rhapsody. That is the metalcore Bohemian Rhapsody. The transitions, the transitions are so good. Perfection in a song. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think that is up there with the best Overthrone songs written, and that is that's a big statement from me because, as you know, I'm a bit of a fan. But yeah.
So it almost didn't make the album as well, that one, just because it was so different and
Sure.
musically quite basic. And then we got the mix back with the strings added, and we were like, "This is epic! It's got to go on."
Yeah, it's the I think, like, the simplicity almost makes it even better, but it's the part, when the part when, like, the double bass kicks in towards up into the chorus, I just think that is just such a small little addition, but it's just so good. Means makes the tradition, the transitions, so much more impactful. Amazing track, lads. Amazing track.
There's that one riff as well, that the doom 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 doom.
Yeah,
I think that came from when Luke Thompson started a band maybe before Overthrown, and we had that riff. We were kind of like going for like Beartoothy vibes. So that was a completely different riff for a completely different purpose at one point. And then I think we got to that section in this one, didn't really have a breakdown or anything for it, and then I remember that riff existed, and it just fitted like really nicely with that. So I was kind of glad that one, still existed.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, there's a dog coming to see me. Huh?
Play Selena. Fire brigade on the plane.
There's drama going on. Sorry, Johnny. There's drama going on down the road from us. We've got police and fire brigade around, and there's also a dog now.
I mean, you don't need to apologise. The stream has just reached its pinnacle. It's only downhill from here. It is dog.
Sorry.
It is dog time. Everyone say hello to Izzy as well. Amazing.
Everyone say hi. Hi, Izzy. Hi, Norma.
Hello, Izzy. Hello, Norma. You have made the stream infinitely better.
You can't hear him, but Johnny says hi.
Hello. Is there a lag on your...
There is a lag. And he said that you've made the stream infinitely better.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Norma.
Look at the chat. Doggo. Get those bogies from Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Classic Birmingham. Oh, my God. I love her. Gorgeous.
Hi, Norma. There she goes.
You take a girl.
All right, you better go.
Come on in, Norma. Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Now
Sorry, but that was the album interval.
There's a little interval there. Dogs. That just amazing, wholesome moment.
Dogs and drama.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there's a cat. There's a cat in here that wasn't supposed to be in here.
Let's have some cat time as well. Let's go for it.
I'm gonna go and grab him because I don't think Izzy knows that he's in here.
It's worth it, mate. Let's have cat time as well. Is this the greatest deep dive ever? I think so. You're not in the band, Izzy. Go away. Oh, what a boy.
Just bear with me while I stick my headphones back on, see if he runs away or not. Here we go. This is OP.
Joe, I was going to say introduce. OP, welcome to the stream, young man. Looking handsome.
He's the newest member of the family. He's got a little shave patch here because he's just had his balls removed, bless him.
Fair play, mate. Fair play.
His balls weren't here, obviously, that's why they put the cannula in. But oh shit, he hates me. He's going. Alright, so hi and bye.
Hi and bye. Big up OP.
Hey. I'm just going to let him back out.
Yeah, sure, mate. Oh, this is the best part of the stream, honestly. Amazing. A dog and a cat and metalcore. We've reached stream nirvana, my friends.
Okay.
we're gonna have. I think we're about to have some update on the drama. Joe, do you want to be the news correspondent?
I can't see shit.
Can't see shit. Thanks, Joe. We'll come back to you live at 5.
Raining sideways.
Like the Family Guy thing. Amazing.
Raining sideways.
Rain sideways. Amazing. Cartoons never got as good as that moment.
No.
Track 10, Wither. What can you tell us about this one?
Nothing. I've completely lost track of life.
Understandable.
Is a song about kind of similar, in that sort of mental health state of mind, but it's sort of about being stuck in the same cycle day to day, kind of being fed up with the routine, doing the same thing all the time, just work, sleep, eat, repeat. Trying to like break out of that or mold that you're stuck in. I wrote down some of his favourite lyrics to this one. I think it's one of mine as well. It's got pendulum will endlessly swing above my head, I'll never win, and it's very true. It's very easy to fall into that trap of feeling that way.
Yeah, massively relatable, for sure. This is... sorry, man, have you got more?
No.
Let's go. This is track 10, Wither. I just hope you're all enjoying this content, because, like I said, pets, metalcore and drama, this is the place to be on Twitch on Friday evening. Let's go. Track 10, Wither.
Winning combo.
We start to break off the chains. Every day we're stuck in a cycle. Return of pain, living where we're sold to. Every shoulders in a clouded mind, traversing down a path with no end inside. Fuck. So sack out the pressure. We'll try to be better. I begin to wither away. So lead me to where I need to be before depression has its grasp on me. The pendulum will endlessly swing above my head. We'll never win. All I wanna do is say I'll cross 1,000 oceans just to end today. How am I supposed to break this cycle? How am I supposed to feel okay when every day is the same? As I gaze into the mirror, my life as I show the pain inside. The pain inside. Out in the open, there's nowhere to hide. Black out the lights and leave me to die. The pressure melts within the state of mind that I found myself in. To be till the precipice, I'll jump right off the edge of it. I'll cross 1,000 oceans just to put an end to this. Gonna disengage the ocean, break the cycle, cut the shit. Break the chains. Set me free. You have to just let me say I'll cross 1,000 oceans just to end today. How am I supposed to break this cycle? How am I supposed to feel okay?
This album, boys, honestly, it is it's just insane. Cuzzy, thank you for... You are literally on your holiday in a sunny country. To be fair, we are in a sunny country now, to be fair. But you are literally, enjoying your holiday, and you've stayed and watched a whole 1 hour and a half of this deep dive with Joe and the boys. So you are a king. Enjoy your holiday, mate. Thank you so much. What an absolute hero. Just honestly, man, I'm just looking at the tracks still to come, and this... I'm so glad you went with 14 tracks, honestly. Really, because we've been doing this, like I said, 90 minutes, a full football game, and I literally feel like we've been doing this for 10 minutes. That's how you
Sorry
know.
about that.
No, I'm saying that's how, honestly, how good this is.
I appreciate that, man.
Let's move on to the title track. So obviously, always a big occasion. Tell us about the Path of Destruction.
So we decided, I think you may have read this on a post that we put out with the announcement, but we decided, I think originally that this album was going to be self-titled. We were just going to call it Overthrone because it's just a kind of collection of everything we're about, all the different styles that we do, like the softer stuff, the heavier stuff. So for ages it was just going to be a self-titled, and then we kind of came to the realization that it also kind of related to, like, each song in a way is... you could count that as the path of destruction. Like, every single one of those songs has a reason that could lead you on that path. So that was, kind of a revelation. And then it was the first song that Luke actually demoed for us. So I think I actually found Luke on a Facebook group originally. He'd recorded a cover of a Wage War track, funnily enough, because obviously that's the band that people tend to compare us to the most. And he absolutely nailed it. So I just messaged him out of the blue, like, are you in a band? You want to be in a band? Where are you from? Are you even in the UK? Like, is this something that you'd be interested in? He got back to me the same day, was like really interested, up for it. And he lives like 2 hours almost away from the rest of us. So we were a little bit like, oh, we're not sure, but we'll see what happens anyway. And we sent him the instrumental for this one. And I think within, he said, oh yeah, I'll get you something back like next week. And then the next day, I think he sent us a full demo with lyrics that he wrote that morning, wrote it, recorded it, sent it, and just absolutely blew us away. So, there was just kind of like it had to be named after that song. It's all about, this is the big introduction to Luke as our vocalist and us as a band and what we're all about. So I think it just fitted really, really well. Lyrically, it's kind of about Luke's sort of struggle in the past with smoking, drinking, drugs, and trying to get over that. Getting into sort of patterns where he feels like there's that lyric. Sometimes it feels like it's me against the world, but in reality, it's me against myself. So it's kind of like that fight with yourself when you're kind of angry with everyone else and thinking that they are leading you on this path, but in some ways it's actually the stuff that you're doing yourself that's causing it for yourself. So kind of what that one's about, pretty much.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. All the best deep dives along. Well, yes, I thought that would have been innuendoed. Rob memeing, amazing.
Standard Rob, we love Rob. PS
Rob, I know Joe's mentioned it, but could you please do phone wallpapers and desktops? Thank you very much.
You'll be waiting about 6 months for him to actually sort it out.
Cool. Let's book it in for February 2023, mate. Thank you. Let's go. This is title track time, Path of Destruction. Let's go.
Starting to think, yes, place I look at escape. Sometimes it feels like it's me against the world. But I reality is me against myself. So where I go again, tripping over the same mistake. To think there's something to
I need to try and come up with something after each song that doesn't make me sound like the ultimate fan mod. Very good, boys. But it's just so good. If you're just,
brother.
Yeah, excellent. Well done, boys. Fantastic. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are in this community that love this metalcore just like as much. It's just so good. Again, I would like to big up, like my boy Bees has said, Luke is an actual monster. Crazy vocalist. A lot of love for the Blair as well, like Rob mentioned. Yeah, it's a big boy. It's a big boy, Blair.
Blair. I think on the next album that we release or single, we're gonna have to go bigger on the Blair.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Might even try and drop a clean Blair.
Could now Blair.
Blair.
Why has that not been done? You have to do it now. Pattern it or something, because bands will start doing that. Don't know why that's really making me chuckle. Blair. Amazing. On to another one of the singles that came out. This chorus again. It is another, I think, a favourite for probably a lot of people off the album. Talk to us about Glaciers.
So Glaciers nearly didn't make it to the album at all. It nearly didn't even get recorded. So for some reason, we had the most difficulty writing the lyrics for this one. The chorus, I think, was the first thing I wrote for this. I think me and Luke Thompson were together when we wrote the chorus for this one. So we had like the theme of the song, the idea what it's all about, but just couldn't put the rest of it into words. So it's basically all about the kind of mask that people wear online, social media, or just generally putting on a front in front of friends and family to act as if things are okay, or as if things aren't as bad as they are. But we just had a real hard time actually putting lyrics together for it, and we ended up writing this, me and Luke Hill, in a hotel room the night before we were supposed to be recording the vocals, just like frantically, like, we need to come up with these lyrics. All week we'd been in this hotel, we're like, we need to finish these lyrics, or we're not going to finish the song. And I think it was one of those, like, once we kind of got rolling, we must have written it in like 15-20 minutes, and it just flowed, and we were so happy with it in the end that it ended up becoming one of our favourite songs. But yeah, very, very nearly didn't make it at all.
That's, as the kids say, poggers. That is poggers, the thought that this track wouldn't be on the album. But yeah, it is just fun fact, Joe waffles on for England. Classic Rob Steele.
Classic Rob.
But
doesn't have a very good attention span, Rob.
But Joe is right. It's a deep dive. It's not a paddling dive. We've got to do it. Let's go for it. Enjoy this chorus. This is, in my opinion, Mr. Morton at his best, as a lot of this album is. This is Glaciers. Enjoy.
crashing down on me. When will I wake? I'm staring at the ice on the glaciers. All is calm on the surface above, but what dwells below is something you are yet to uncover. The person you don't know, the man behind the mask. Go! I open up my eyes to see the man behind. The best has always been present in this life. I'm free from obligation, now feeling liberation. I'm setting myself free. Shatter the illusion. The ice on the glaciers. All is calm on the surface above, but what dwells below is something you are yet to uncover. The person you don't know, the man behind the mask. Man behind the mask is searching for the courage to reveal himself. So sick of seeking information, craving instruction. Behind this mask of fabrication, I will go on, no more, Sonic glaciers, all is calm on the surface above. But what dwells below, you are yet to uncover. The person you don't know. I'm staring at the ice on the glaciers. All is calm on the surface above. But what dwells below is something you are yet to uncover. The person you don't know, the man behind the mask.
That's such a vibey little ending, isn't it? It's a very nice little outro. I love it. What a track, man.
Don't know how, but somehow it sounds like ice. Is that mental?
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Or
It sort of just fits.
or would Rob say it sounds like a glacier, which apparently is the same thing?
It is. I mean, a glacier is just ice. So
Yeah,
it's not tear the lyrics apart too much.
he's done it again, as Mr. Steele, hasn't he? He has.
Classic Rob.
He's memed it. He's completely smashed it. I mean, I don't think it's going to take a genius to maybe work out what track 13 is about. Maybe I'm wrong, but talk to us about Toxic Breed.
So Toxic Breed is basically a song about how us as humans have just fucked the planet. We've shortened our time, the time that we have left on the Earth, or the time that Earth is going to be in existence through pollution, causing extinction to different species and things like that. So basically saying we've gone too far to reverse the effects of all the shit that we've caused. It's kind of, in a way, a prequel to Bitter Rain. If
Sick.
we ever put the video out that we were thinking of putting out, it will be a prequel to the Bitter Rain video, but it's going to take a lot of work and planning, so we'll see.
That's amazing and exciting as well. Let's go.
Don't get your hopes.
We won't get the hopes up, but if it happens, it's a nice little surprise. This is track 13, Toxic Breed. Keep the hype flowing. We're nearly, sadly, nearly at the end. Let's go.
We're stuck in our ways. Counting down the days till we fuck this place that we call our home. Just by the power of faith, we are a toxic breed. We are the toxic. Where are we supposed to go from here? We are alone until we disappear. Open this eye till it's gone. Bottle the air until there is no more. We'll sit down and take a second. We did it all before, did it on our lesson. Can't take back what we've done. Our turn has begun. Yeah, we can't take back what we've done. Our turn has begun. Counting down the days till we fuck this place that we call our home. Just by the power of faith, we are a toxic breed. We are the cancer of this earth. Where are we supposed to go from here? We are alone until we disappear. Where are we supposed to go when there is nothing left for tomorrow? We are alone until we disappear. Wiped out of trees, set the skies ablaze. Oceans will wash us away. We are the plague. We're stuck in the ways.
Oh, nearly. Oh,
Hello.
bad timing there. I needed the countdown clock. Boom. Oh, Joe, that was excellent. Maybe you should, if you ever want, a second job, just be the voice of the countdown clock. I think that'd be a great job.
Just the sub drop.
Yeah, you like that. Boom! You fucked it. You fucked it. Amazing. I can't believe it. I'm almost sad that, but we've just gone through Toxic Bread and another 13 amazing tracks, and we're on the last track.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the album closer, which is OD?
OD is was originally for ages called Into the Deep, but we decided it sounded too much like Into the Abyss from one of our other albums, and also Rolling in the Deep by Adele, so we decided to change it.
Yes.
This is, and these are Luke's words, this is taken from when he was going hard on pills and MDMA 3 days a week. And he said that there was a few occasions where he went into like weekend sessions of drinking and drugs, saying if he died from an overdose like this weekend, then he's kind of okay with that, which is basically a lot, it says a lot about the mental state that he was in at the time, which isn't nice to think about because he's a lovely lad.
Of course.
Yeah. He also wrote in his little notes that he left me that he can happily say that he's been clean for 4.5 years.
What a boy. Well done, mate. Hugely proud of
Love
you.
you, Luke.
What a boy.
And so we figured this would be just a good one to go out musically on the album, just because it's just heavy and disgusting. And Rob's apparently phoning the police on Luke now for something they did 4.5 years ago.
Classic Rob Steele.
Classic Rob Steele. Tried to get him on the video chat, but he just ignored every time I asked.
It's alright,
I think
mate.
it would have been hilarious.
I haven't. Oh man, he's been an absolute riot in the chat because I could only imagine. But I'm not upset, Rob. Just maybe do better next time and join the chat. Amazing. This is.
And, big love to Luke for this one, obviously.
Of course. Yeah, absolute hero. Who also, can we just get some love for Luke for this is his first. Was he ever in like a proper band tracking proper vocals other than doing covers? Obviously.
No, he was doing a sort of a project with a friend of his where they'd just write just the two of them, do some demos and things like that. But before he joined the band, he'd never played live. So his first ever gig was with us. I don't think he'd even stepped foot on a stage. So it purely just bedroom recordings, basically. But the potential was obvious from the get-go. We very nearly, a couple of years ago, got onto Bloodstock through the Metal to the Masses competition. I literally lost out on a coin toss. But his first show with us could have been Bloodstock, which would have been immense, I think.
Yeah, that is.
That's boy's got some pipes.
He does. You both have pipes, which I always think is just the great thing about. You look at any great, melodic metalcore band, not just melodic, obviously. Fit for a King, you put all those Wage Wars that have both, contrasting vocal styles. You are massively up there. So I just think you guys just keep doing your thing, and bravo to Luke for absolutely destroying this album, mate. Bravo, sir, bravo.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the final track of the album. If you have got any more questions or memes, we've had some great memes going. I'm sure Rob will come out with a few more zingers. This is OD, final track.
Indeed.
Let's go.
I let go. Not the answer, but it's all I know. misery. Take me, rob me and go. I've lost all self-control. Find me, run the unknown. I think I've lost, I think I've had enough. As I fall into this hole, as I fall into this hole, it swallows everything I know. I'll slip into a reality where I am no longer me, where I no longer feel. Take me, rob me and go. I've lost all self-control. Find me, run the unknown. This never-ending fucking hole. I let go. It's all I know. Cleanse my soul. Tell me anything useless. Tell me. Lay me at ease. Lay me. Throw me from the school. Throw me. Down into the
And there it is, my friends. There is the Path of Destruction deep dive with Joe and the boys in the chat. Absolutely incredible.